And now we are going to move to the fourth application that is available in the Google Doc platform, and which is Google Forms, that is more familiar than the other three for we all. And we will just see how to create the form and collect the data. That is the title of this session: collecting and processing the data online. And that we are in need of collecting data for our research, as part of our teaching and learning process, etc. Right. So in all the fields, we have to interact with the stakeholders, that may be the students, parents, etc. So as far as teaching is concerned, so we teachers are to be connected with the students, with their parents, with our team, and with the administration. So always we are to collect data and to supply data, isn't it, each other. So there should be some platform, online platform, and there are lots of such platforms available, including Google Forms, Microsoft Forms. Then we have SurveyMonkey. There are many others. Okay, so you might have come across different tools. We'll just see the highlights of the Google Forms application. And as you know, we can start Google Forms by opening our browser. Then we can enter docs.google.com. docs.google.com we can enter, or directly if we need to get into Google Forms, we can enter forms.google.com. Then we will be taken directly to Google Forms. And as the case in the previous three applications, we have the similar platform. And here we can go for the blank one, or we can start with any theme available. So I'll just go with the blank one. And you know that whenever we go for creating a file or a document, the first and foremost thing we need to do is we have to name the file, so that it will be easy for recognizing the file, even if we couldn't complete the process, means the work. Okay. So here I will do demo form. So here, if we click here, the same, in all the Google Forms, whether if you enter something on title, and later if you are going to click here, then the title will be taken as the file name, and in reverse. Okay, vice versa. If title is given, file is named first, and if we click here, that will be taken here. And if we have any description, usually when we create form, we'll have to give some direction or instruction to the respondents, right? Instructions to the respondents, or any other message can be given here, that will be displayed just after the title. And later we can go to settings. If we go to settings, if we intend to collect their email IDs, we can check it, or otherwise, okay, if we need to collect the people's mail ID, respondents mail ID, but you don't want to go and create a field like email ID, you just go to settings and do it, collect emails. And if we need the respondents to make responses only once, they can only respond to a field once from an email ID. Okay, system is recognizing the person based on their email ID. So if you check this one, they can respond only once to this form. And if you want to make them to edit, allow them to edit once after they submit the responses, you can check this one. Or if you do not want to allow them to edit once if the file is submitted, don't go. Then if you want the respondents to get a feedback, means the summary of the responses, you can check it. Otherwise, if you don't want to give anything, any insight into the responses to the respondent, then you don't want to check it. Then you go to presentation, and if you want to display show progress bar, shuffle question order. Shuffling the question will be required only when you are conducting the test, or when you are conducting some other things like that. Then in that case only shuffling will be required. And remember, if you are checking the shuffling, even if you have the field like name, email ID, okay, email ID will be there as the default, the first one as by default. If you checking this one, if you are asking for their details like name, roll number, etc., such things also will be shuffled if you click shuffling the item. So in such cases, you just avoid it. And finally, if you want to give any thank you, any message at the when they are submitting, to display when they submit, thank you for submitting the form, like that you can do. And in the third tab in the settings, we have the option for quizzes. If you want to make this form as a quiz, then then you can tap this button to on. Okay, make this as a quiz. Then there will be option to add the answer keys and the right answer, etc. Or otherwise, it will be just like a tool for collecting the data, nothing else. Okay, here if you enable this, it can be used as for quiz, as a form for quiz. Then missed questions, correct answers, point values, whatever the respondents can see, you can select it. Now for the first time, I'll just go without making it a quiz. Then save I can do. And here I hope I will not have to tell much about this one, because you might be knowing. And here is where we can make the form. And if you want to make the form, name of the respondent. Okay, the item name can be given added here, and the type of the item can be selected from here. If you are going for short answer, do it paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes. Check boxes means multiple options can be selected. Okay, if you are asking for their students' hobbies, in such cases they may be having multiple hobbies. Okay, or if you go for multiple choice, if you are listing some item, a group of items, only one from that can be chosen. And drop down can be given as you are getting in the attendance link now, right? The items can be dropped down. Then file upload, if you are asking the respondents to upload any file, submit any file, you can use it. Then linear scale, if you are asking to write a session, okay, how good this session was, then 1 to 5 scale you can give. And multiple choice grid, okay, multiple choice grid can be there. Then this means this will be used for match the following. Okay, then tick box grid, that such items, then date, time, etc. can be added. So these are the major items we can have. So name of the respondent, if I ask, it should be name, no short answer. And if that has to be made required, that is compulsory field, you can choose this one. And if you are going for another one, you can click on this plus button, or otherwise you can go for the duplicating it. So easy is to duplicate it. Okay, here if you click, it will be duplicated. You see multiple items will be created. So once if you duplicate, you can just change the title and roll number. If you want to add something like this, roll number. And in case of number, okay, like this you can do. And if you want to validate, suppose you are asking for a mobile number, then if you want to validate it, like there should be number greater than, no, a number can be given, and or between, such condition can be added here. Okay, So if you want 10 numbers minimum, greater than 10 or greater than or equal to 10 numbers must be there. In that way, you can add the condition. And in case of roll number, that may be a combination of number and it may be a string, like a number and letters. So no need of that. Now, if you want some other items like write this session, okay, you add here linear scale. A linear scale can be chosen. If you are giving 5-point scale, do it, and you can have both end. Okay, not good, excellent. So this way we can have multiple items, and I'll just add one more item, match the following. Okay, here match the following. See, when you add an item, by default, you see, from this question itself, that the name, the thing we are text we are adding here, system will understand that that is this kind of an item. So match the following. When we add here, we can add the item rows, and here you can add Moodle is an LMS. Okay, then Google Classroom. Google Classroom can be a virtual classroom, and if you need to add another item like Google Meet conferencing, and Kahoot. So like this, you can have multiple items, but here, this is not a test actually. That's why we cannot give choose the right answer. Okay, this is not a quiz actually. That's why we cannot add. We don't want to add this kind of items in this thing. Okay, that can be done. Now, if we need to require, you can do it now. Okay, similarly, you can add other items if you want to break the sections. Suppose you are adding name, roll number, etc. And if you want to make the other items in the next sheet, so it can be added as section 2. And if you want to add some title, okay, section title can be added here. So that way you can proceed, number of items can be added, and if you want to add video, you can add, and image you can add, and if you want to add inside, means image inside an item, that can also be there. So this way you can proceed, and if you want to go for a preview, you can have the preview here, and you can see by responding also. Okay, so this way we can do. Now, if somebody is responding to this, that will be coming. See, after roll number, it comes the next sheet. Then here, like this, we may choose some items. Okay, you can have like this item. So match the following will be displayed like this. And after that, you can submit it. When somebody submits it, it will be seen here responses. If you want to check the responses, you can come here. And if you want to export this into a new one, okay, means an Excel sheet for the processing, then you can click here and demo forms responses. You can name the sheet. Okay, then you click on create button so that the responses will be added, will be displayed in a new form. Okay, this way you can find out, means create the form and do it. Now from here, if you need to go for analysis, you can do the analysis by using different statistics and different features of this sheets. Okay, Google Sheets. And do you have any doubt on this? Otherwise, we'll move to the question. Quiz item.
Sir, I want to ask you a question, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, just like in just we consider a roll number that we have to write over here.
Yeah.
So, sir, if any type of an idea, so that if our students' roll number is come from 1 to 100,
Yeah.
it will be fixed except drop down case, sir.
Ah.
In the one case drop down, we consider cut paste 1 to 100. But
Yeah.
I want to ask, except other than the drop down case,
Ah.
okay, it's any process to a student should write 1 to 100 rather than not exceed 100. Do you have any idea about this, sir?
Sir, I did not get the concept.
So basically, just nutshell, we can say that my student's roll number is 1 to 100, sir. Okay,
Yeah,
a student
okay.
should write 1 to 100. Okay, not 100, 102. But some students got mistaken that
Yeah, I got it.
has to write 102. But I do not like this.
Yeah, I got it, sir. Actually, let's see it here. Yeah, sir, here, roll number you do, then you go to validation, response validation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Response validation, you go, then you choose number, then you can choose between 1 and 100. Okay.
Yes.
So they cannot go beyond 100. That way you can do. Got it, sir?
Yes, got it, sir.
Okay.
Can roll number repeat if I fixed in this way?
You mean only
two students write continuously, two roll number will be the same.
That cannot be done here. That can't be done. In that case, you can do only one thing, sir. You just copy and paste the
drop down case, no, sir?
Serial. With serial number, you just paste their names. So it is easy for students also.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, when we are generating the response sheets, suppose response, yes. Yeah. Suppose I want to use one old Google form, which contain already 100 responses are there. And I want to create a new response sheet. The old response will be not there.
Okay, like
but
this.
The form will be remain same.
Okay, I got it. Now your idea is that, like earlier you have, okay, please wait, sir. Just a minute. Okay, like this you had already some responses in it, right? Right. Now
yes,
you go and delete it. Let me see. You go and delete it, or otherwise you just delete all the responses from here. You can come to responses. You can delete all responses. You delete all the responses, then no response will be coming. Okay, now the new fresh, it will be like fresh.
No, sir, I have tried this one. It is showing the response are not here, but when I am generating the Excel sheet, in the Excel sheet, the name and the data all are available.
Okay, there. You just delete from sheet. Now I have deleted. No, now let me show you. Okay, now you see only the new response is there.
Yes, sir. Okay, fine, sir. I got it.
Okay, fine.
So I have a query. I want to add something. Even you can copy the form and create another.
Yeah, you can duplicate it. Okay, if you now you are creating a form, you can go to these 3 dots. Then you can go to make a copy, and you can just give it a name. That is how I am creating this attendance sheet. I'll show you. Now I am having session file. Okay, attendance. What I am doing, I'll just go to these 3 dots, make a copy. If I want to create for session 6, I will make session C, then click it. It's easy. Okay, thank you, ma'am, for adding.
Sir, I have a query.
May I ask? So if suppose we need to break the sheet and as per the responses that we have on the first page from the drop down, so how do we break that?
Break
if suppose
you need to hide some item. No, suppose if country is asked, or if state is asked, then if they are choosing Kerala, then you have on next item that may be district. So you have to show only districts in Kerala.
Okay.
Is that your right?
Yes, sir, but on a new page, if suppose I'm adding name and the institution, and another third question is that whether the person responding is a teacher or a student. So if a teacher, then you add the details on the next page of the teacher. If it is a student, then you take to the new page with student details. So how to break the page in that case?
Let me see. See, that what you can do is you can have the item like this. You make it in different sections. I haven't tested it, so I'm not sure 100% that it will be meeting your requirement. Okay. So if you are making a section, and after that you make items for teachers and students in different section. So after section 1, that will not work here. No, that will not work here.
Okay.
Okay,
because that is what I was actually, if suppose there's a drop down list on the first page only, if it's a teacher, then you go to section 2. If it's a student, then you go to section 2 only, but questions are different.
That can be done. That can be done by using any web forms. Okay, I can teach you the web forms next session or today, but the problem is that you should have a website. If you are doing all these things through a website, I may be able to help you by using web forms. In Google Forms, it is not there in my knowledge.
No, I've received many forms, Google Forms, so I was also wondering how they are doing. So
okay, maybe by using this one, add-ons. Okay, you can go to add-on and find out, ma'am. Okay. You go to add-on and search for some add-ons like that. Okay.
Sure.
And I'll also try. I haven't got such a query. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sir, one more query, sir. Sir, so while in the drop-down box, suppose we are asking the information of a student, like which state you belongs to. So all this state is displaying automatically. So how we will generate that one?
That what you do, you just copy the states of India in drop down. No, you just copy that, then you can paste it. So here I'll show you. Okay, any other queries? We'll move to the other features. Okay, now Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, never mind. I'll just copy the 3 states. If I want an item like state, then you just do it state, then you go to drop down, then paste what you have copied. Then like this it will become. Okay.
There is no such auto addition.
No, there is no auto addition. You can find all the states in alphabetical order. You know.
Sir, if there will be the data will be more. Suppose we are going to for the country, then everything we have to copy or
yeah, you can have the data. Like if it is state, you will be having the list of data. No? That you do. Okay. Yeah. I hope it's done now. Now, regarding the queues, what we can do is you just go to new form, then go to create a new one, then queues you type, queues demo, the title of the queues, the instruction you can type if any, then you can go to settings, you can decide whether you are collecting the email address or not, and same way you are limiting the responses or not. Finally, you go to the queues and you enable the queues, make these as a queues, and here you can choose whether the queues need to release the responses, means release the mark immediately after its submission or later. So I have a suggestion: if you are having means all the if you are having only MCQs, you can do it if you require. And if you are having even fill in the blanks, better not to release. Okay, better not to release it. I'll show you why. Then you go here now. Here I'll show you which is an example for LMS. So here Gmeet. Then okay, like this you are choosing. Since we have enabled it as a question, queues, we will be having answer key here. You select it and you can choose Moodle. You can give 2 marks for the right answer. Okay, and well, you can make it required or not. Now you can go to another one. Here dash is an example for Moodle. Same question I am using. Okay, dash is an for LMS. And here I need to make it a short answer type. They need to supply here, fill in the blanks. And if answer key, what I'm choosing is Moodle. Okay, I'm choosing only Moodle, full capital. Or okay, let me choose. And Moodle also. I'm choosing Moodle also, small letter Moodle and capital Moodle. Both will be treated as right answer. I'll choose 2 marks. And I will add one more question. Write list any 2 LMSs. Okay. Like this I'll add, and it will be a short answer or it will be a paragraph, whatever. That I can do. I can make it 3 marks. Done it. Now, if I go for responding to these, first email address can be given. Then okay, this is easy. This can be done on easy, automatically be evaluated. But here I am typing as a respondent. I am typing it like this, Moodle, and here I am choosing Moodle, then Google Classroom. Okay, like this. Then I'll submit it. Now let me see. Your response has been recorded, and if I click on view score, I can see it here. But you see, when the student comes here, Moodle, he has written Moodle, but he is not given the mark. So that's why I was telling you, in such cases, you should not release the mark. What you do, you should not release it. You have to do later after manual review. If you are using only MCQs, or otherwise you will have to anticipate all the possible combination of the right answers in this short answer type. Then in responses you can go, you can find all the items here. Okay, you can find all the items. Now Moodle is there. No, you can okay, you go to question wise, then you go to okay, which is an example, that is MCQ. So it will be 100% correctly evaluated by the system. But in the case of fill in the blanks, ask the case maybe like the spelling mistake and all, minor mistake that we can treat. Either full mark or partial mark we can allow. So if somebody has written Moodle, how much mark out of 2 we can give? So 2 I'll give, or otherwise you just treat this as right answer. Okay, then it will be taken as right answer. So same way you can decide, you can go through question wise. Going question wise will be very effective rather than going while evaluating. Better you go question wise rather than going paper wise or person wise. Okay, you can do individual wise or question wise to go. Then after doing, save it. Then finally you can go to individual and release the score. Now the score will be updated. Okay, when you do this, only score will be updated. Now when you release the score, students will be getting their score in their email. Hope it's clear. Okay. Now should I go for any other features of this Google form other than certificate? Now, major point is to discuss about certificate generation. Is there any other thing to be discussed? Please tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, actually, I asked you a question, sir, because we have to write directly a Google form in the form of text. But if we want to write a mathematical equation, then firstly we write in not directly. We have to write in the Google form. Is there any technique to write?
Okay, I'll tell you. Here some issues are there in Google form. If you are here, some issues are there in adding mathematical questions. Okay, like formula, equations, etc. So some issues are there. So how you can resolve? No, you can have the suppose your question is having an equation. Let me show you.
So that is the technique that is uploaded.
Yeah, you can add image.
You can upload. Yes, sir. I know this technique, sir.
Yeah. That way you can overcome that.
Oh, but want to write directly, just like that you are writing. This is not so.
No, it's not there.
Not possible because we have to write because I'm mathematical background, sir.
Yeah, right.
Firstly we write the equations in PDF form, then we will crop and assembling in a one folder. Then we will individually we collect each question, then upload it so that
that is the way we do. And in the options also you can add images.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Anybody else? Otherwise we'll move. Okay. Now regarding the why I did not go to this add-ons much. No, madam was asking something and I could have gone and searched now. Better you avoid unless and until you require that much, you should not. Better you avoid installing add-ons. If you want the timer, many things are there. You go to add-on and you can find timer. If you want to have timer, limit the response into 10 minutes, then you can add timer add-on and install. In such cases, if you are going for installing add-ons, I recommend you not to use your primary email ID. Better for such actions, you make a secondary email ID. Okay, why? Because these add-ons are not developed by Google and they will be having the access. I'll show you. If you are trying to add an add-on. Okay, now I hope you are seeing my entire screen. So if you choose the Google account, here there is a risk. Okay. And nowadays I'm more conscious about these things because recently my Google account was hacked. With the help of cyber police only I could get it. Now you see, view your Google Classroom. They are accessing. Why people are accessing our Google Classroom? Manage your forms in Google Drive. So they are having the access to Google Drive. Then you see, allow this application. And like many permission to use many things, and sometimes there are some applications, some add-ons are trying having the access to our email inbox also. You please read it before you allowing, and if it is threatening, better you don't use such things. Okay, I don't know how my Google account got hacked recently, even if it even though I had activated 2 steps and all. Okay, this way you can do add-ons for many requirements. We can find add-ons. So I recommend you to make a new account for such things and go for it. Okay, I hope it's done. Fine. Now, if you want to generate a certificate, you can find some add-ons like Certify EM, etc. here, but Certify EM is largely used by people these days, but it will nowadays they are giving a watermark also on that. So Certify EM label will be there on the certificate, and you will have restriction to generate only 100 certificate per day. Okay, if you are using a Gmail account. Okay, I forgot to say you how to disable accepting responses. You come to the form, open it, responses. You just tap this to off. Okay, this is very easy. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now, shall we move to certificate generation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now for certificate generation, what are the data we need? So here in certificate generation, we are going to club all the three. That is Google Sheets we need, Google Forms we need, and Google Slides also we need. So let me open the slides. So first what you need to do is you have to decide what are the data you require. Now let me see if any okay, first you go to Google Slides, design your certificate like this. So you can add your logo, institution title, etc. Event or institution event title of the event. Okay. Organizer, etc. You can add as a text or image. You add those things. Then its address can be added. Whatever you do in your design. Then if you want any item to be taken from Google Form data, okay, that is full name, then designation, name of the college, all this data I need to take from where? I need to take from responses in Google Form. Okay, now all these things you can do. After designing your certificate, you go to docs.google.com. Docs.google.com, you create a new form, certificate. Then you need full name, no? Full name, you need full name, designation, name of the college. Full name you ask to, then designation you need. So you can make all these compulsory so that no data will be missed. Then what is we need? Name of the college. Name of the college we need. Name of the college we need. And what else we need? Okay. That's it. Now we need those things. So if you are conducting a quiz, okay, you do all those things here. You add the questions later, but compulsorily these three data must be there. Okay, and it can be made required. Now you do it. I need demo certificate. Okay, I need you all to collect email. I need to collect email. I need some of you to respond to this immediately. Okay, I'll provide a link in the chat box. I need some data, that's why. So you please mark your responses to this certificate generation form. Hope you are doing it. And I need some responses to come here. Yeah. Okay, one response has come. Now, when you get responses, you create the sheet go to create, then it will be opening in a Google Sheet, new. Now you get responses. Whenever you get new responses, that will be added here. Then on Google Sheet, you go to add-ons, then you go to get add-ons. Remember, the risk will be the same when you add any add-on. Okay, that's why I was telling you we have to take the risk. Then you go to add-ons, you type an add-on name Autocrat here. Autocrat you type and enter. Then you can see Autocrat. Okay, Autocrat you can see 1, 2, 3. Okay, you can see the number of installation of this add-on. Whenever you go for installing any add-on on any platform, not necessarily be in Google Forms or Google Apps, wherever you have facility to add add-ons, when you go for that, you check the number of installation. Okay, you don't go for the application where you can see the small number. Now you install this add-on. After that, you come back, close it. Then you go to add-ons. When you add add-on, then you will be having an Autocrat here. Okay, then you click launch. Then you click continue. You click on continue. Yeah, this way is okay. You choose it. It will be opened. Then you go for new job. Actually, mail merging technique is being used here. Okay, mail merging. Now, job name you can give certificate demo in FTP, Adel FTP. Okay. Then you go for next. Then you can choose the certificate. Okay. Now, what you have to do from drive, you choose. First, you have already done here now Autocrat certificate demo. So you can choose that one here in your Google. When you create a certificate in Google Sheet, that will be there in Google Drive. Select it. Then you go to next. Then now you have certain items here. You choose those items. Okay. Now full name. Full name you have added here. No, full name is added here. On certificate, Autocorrect has found full name. See, you can see that in like this brackets, between these symbols, you need to add whatever the item you need. Now, full name will be taken from full name field. This is the full name field in the, this is the field in the Google form, full name. Since I have given this, use the same, there will be no confusion. Okay. Name of the college. Now, certificate number is also added, I think. Here, certificate number is added. I have added certificate number. So, what I'll have to do is, I'll just close it. Here, I will add a new cell. Okay, after creating this one, I'm adding a new one, certificate number. Now here I will add demo certificate 01 or 001. Then I will just add like this. Okay, so whenever people register, that will be coming like this. Now same way, date what is the date of issued on? If you are issuing the certificate today, and if you want first, so today is 7th June 2021. Okay. This way you are doing that also. Later you go to add on AutoCAD launch, you go. You go to new job, you go to give, since I had not saved. Okay. What is duplicate? Some warning was there. I did not read it fully.
Actually, between college and the first column that you added, there are two columns which are blank. I think that could be the reason.
Yeah.
FNG.
Yeah, here. This one, no, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you just delete it. Where is delete option?
It was there on delete columns F and G.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, hereafter you go only to use this one. Don't use certify EM. Now demo. You go to click next, then you can choose from drive the same one, AutoCAD certificate demo you use. Select it, you click next, then match the fields. Since I have used the same, it remains the same here. Now certificate number, I need certificate number, then date, I need date, okay, date of issuing. Now after that you click next, and then you can give file name, and you can have like full name. What should be the file name that you can choose, okay, full name. Then what kind of file? It should be PDF or Google Slide. Then you do it. Then next you click. Then where this data has to be means saved. All the certificate will be saved on your Google Drive. You can choose the FTP or FIP. No, I should not select it. See, on my Google Drive, there are many.
You can save on the desktop or maybe make a new folder for this.
Yeah, for that I need to go to Google Drive. Let me see.
Or you can create a new folder also.
Yeah, for that I need to go to Google Drive.
Okay, yes.
That's why I'm just seeing. Yeah, webinar batch 2. I'm just selecting a folder webinar batch 2. Then select it. You just delete my drive. Webinar batch 2. Then you click on next. Next. Share docs and send email. If you want to send email, you can choose those things also. Okay, and to which address? To email address, right? Here also we have to use the same syntax. Email address. Then you can add the type in subject and all certificate. Then you give the next. Now if you need to and means should this be triggered, means run, means automatically. If you want to send the certificate whenever they submit the form, you will have to choose this. So you can choose the period immediately. It will not be sent, but every hour this will be run. This program will be run, and if any new entry comes, they will be getting certificate. If that is the case, you can do, or otherwise you can just select no. Whenever you do it manually, then only it will be done. Then you click save. Okay, let's see. Now here you are having a play button, run job. You click it, run job. Now you can see it will take some time now. Depends on the responses. There are many responses, 41. So 100 rows will be merged first. So here there is a problem. You know, I added many data for the certificate number. Yeah, let it come. Then we may check if the certificate is generated or not. You can go to drive.google.com. I hope the folder name was webinar batch 2. Okay, if I click that one, yeah, you see the certificate is being, yeah, you can see this is of now, no? Yeah, Prasanna Kumar. So like that certificate is being created. So I hope they will be getting in their email ID also the certificate, copy of this certificate. You can see the certificate, their name is there, college name is there, everything is there. Then number is there, date is there, everything is added. Okay. So if you want to close this, now any queries?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We have received. I mean, I have received.
You have received in email now?
Right.
Yeah.
Sir, my
Yeah,
query
please.
is, sir, how
Yeah.
many fields we can add?
Yeah,
How many
here if you are using this AutoCAD now, multiple,
Yes,
I think there's no limit. So
Okay.
usually we will not require much fields, no?
Yes, sir.
In a certificate, how many fields we may require? Maximum 5.
5, yeah.
Now,
And
1, 2,
second
3.
question,
Yeah, please.
the second query is in how many certificate we can generate?
There's no limit. You can do
Okay,
maximum.
sure. Okay, fine. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Now this is the best way, and finally, because here you will be having the number, everything, no? And finally, you can share this folder with participants. Since their certificate is on their name, no? It is easy. They may find their certificate and download. So after creating this certificate, you may share this folder. You can click share folder and share the link. They will find their certificate and download it. If you want to okay, if you want to add the number, here only name is there. If you want to have the certificate including their number also, what you had to do, you had to do AutoCAD. You had to go to add-ons. Last step, no, you will have to add one more thing, certificate number something. Edit, you go to edit, then you go next. Yeah, here file settings, you will have to do full name certificate. You can see full name certificate. Here you can do certificate. What I have used, certificate number, same thing I have to use, certificate number, full name certificate. Then save it. Now those certificates already generated will not be done new one. So if you want to delete all these folders, files inside this one, what you can do, you can select all the files, and you can where is delete? Remove. You just remove. I hope they are getting removed. Yeah, it will be taking time. So after removing this also merged document ID, you have to go to here in Excel. You will have to delete this field also. The data here, these last 3 columns you delete. Okay. You delete all these data because certificates data is already there. Now new certificates are being created. Those things will be added there. Okay, you can go to AutoCAD. Then you can manually run, since you have deleted something which is already added. You go to play, then you can see the certificate will be one by one created. I hope the certificate number will also be printed in the file name. Yeah, now you see, since we deleted this one, we are getting Prasanna Kumar. One by one certificate is being generated. So here you can see, what is that? Didn't I save it? I think I did not save. Okay, I think I did not save that settings. What I have to do, you go to AutoCAD launch, then certificate number also I need to do. Then that also will be printed. Don't worry. You have to use the same syntax. Whatever the field you have added here, the same thing you have to add. Okay. Is there any other doubt? Please ask. Yeah, it was not saved.
I have one question.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, shall I ask?
Please.
So if we so if we don't want to use these template, and if we have designed our own certificate on some PowerPoint, or on any software, can we include that, and can we use this AutoCAD option?
Yeah, ma'am, actually I did not go for designing the certificate. Okay. Here the certificate is only wherever you need full name, then you have to use this syntax. You do this symbol, what is it called? So you add the item between this symbol. Okay. You can see designation, whatever the data to be taken from sheet or Google form. I have made those things in the certificate in this format. Then this will be taken. Okay.
Okay. Sir, actually, when you were just using this AutoCAD window, there was one option that after 1 hour or after 2 hours, the student would be getting the certificate. There was one option. So above that, there was another option of runtime. I don't remember that, and I didn't understand what was that. Run on form trigger. So what was that?
Okay, if you select run on form trigger, it will be means whenever the new response is coming, that time it will be done. If you want only after some times, you can choose a time, means that time, in that time only this
certificates would be
autocrat
generated.
will be generated.
Okay, thank you.
One is on form trigger and one is on time, based on time.
Okay, okay, sure, sir.
Excuse me, sir. Can you able to hear me, sir?
Please, please.
Sir,
Yeah.
you created the certificate model on the Google Slides.
Yeah.
Is it necessary
Yeah.
to use only Google Slides for that, or else can we use any document format also?
Okay, no. You have to choose one Google Slides. Okay, but what you need, you can do, you just design the certificate in PowerPoint.
Okay.
If
And
you,
we can bring it back here.
yeah, you can upload it here. And the background, if you want a particular background, you can do it in Photoshop and add on this background of the slide. Okay. Okay, this
Sure.
is just I used different elements, text.
No. Basic format that we need to do only in slides, right?
Yeah. Yeah. The item which need to be data which need to be taken from form must be added as this in this format.
Okay.
As text.
That
As
format
text.
is okay.
Yeah, as text. It should be text only.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. I hope.
Okay, sir. If there is a selection criteria, for example, only above 60%, those students alone will be getting the certificate, then how do we set that limit?
Based on some data validation. Yeah. Okay, I got it. You need more than 50. Those who score more than 50 should get certificate.
Yes,
okay.
yes, not for everyone.
Yeah. So for that, I'll have.
Sir, for this, I think in the form only we will create one more column. We will design whether they are qualified or not. Based on that column only, we'll connect it to that certificate add-on.
But here,
hope this can work.
Yeah, here what you need to do, I'll tell you now.
We'll put one more column.
Yeah, here we will
conditions
put okay, one here. Here, suppose the total score, you will be getting the total score now. Here from form you will be getting the score. Okay, because how will I say? Okay, the item you have used question 1, question 2, etc. Okay, question 1, question 2. So its score will be coming here. Its score will be coming from form here. Now what you do? You just add one item here, total. Okay, total you can add. Then you can give it by equation. What is that? H2 plus I2. Okay, H2 plus I2. Now when this, it may come like this 1, 2. Okay, it depends. So let me do like this. Let me make all the scores 2 only. And first, then we will change something. Okay, here I'm making 0, 0. Or some data I will make 2, 2, 2, 2. It is time consuming to explain. I hope you are not bothering. Okay, now 2 questions are of 2 marks. 2 questions were of 2 marks. So maximum mark will be 4. Okay, maximum mark must be 4 only. And here you add one more column. One more column you add, pass or fail. You can, what is coming here? Insert one to right, you give. Here you can pass or fail, you can choose. Okay, it is triggering is going on. So here, no data validation. How to validate the data? You can have data validation is there from responses. You can choose data validation, and from this, what you can do, you can choose whether the total is below 3 or above below 2 or above 2. In that way, you can choose from here. Okay, then you can remove those who have failed. You just remove them. It's easy. Do it.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
I hope you got the idea how to do.
Yes,
Right?
yes. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Otherwise, it is taking time now. That's why. Okay. I hope I could convey the idea how to do. Now, any other query regarding this certificate?
Sir, may I ask one question that is not related to certificate, but Google form.
Yeah.
So when we
please.
collected data about students last year, they were not employed. Okay, so after 1 year, they got employment and we had to collect the data once again.
Yeah.
So I told students, I sent the previous data and I asked them, you can submit once again.
Yeah.
So when I got the result, it is duplication. So what I will do, I have to select the latest one by one and I.
Okay, no need, ma'am. What you needed to do now, you have the form through which you collected the form. You go to settings. Then you just enable edit after submit.
Yes.
Edit after submit, save. Then you provide them same link. So those who had already submitted will be editing it.
Okay.
And others who could not submit on time, they will be also able to edit now.
So that will not come.
Pardon?
Duplication will not come. Second, no.
So, and that also you what no, the duplication will not come. I hope. If it's coming, you please let me know. We'll have another some solution.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
She can always sort it from the Google Sheet.
Yes, it is sorted from the Google Sheet. Yes.
Yeah, from when we have data, data manipulation, modification, everything can be done from here. Okay. And if any duplication can also be found, no, on this sheet. If
when we sort, we can identify it. But when we send the result to somebody else, we have to edit and give. That is why I asked. The repetition can be avoided.
You just try this way, ma'am. Edit after submit.
Okay.
Okay. Now, is there anything? Okay, I hope it's clear. And we will be moving to some other tools to discuss some other tools now. If you are having any queries related to this, you please ask. Otherwise, I need a 5 minutes break. Somebody is knocking my door. I'm alone at home. That's it.
Okay, sir.